Good morning, students. Welcome to another class of accountancy. And the chapter that was going on was Introduction to Partnership. In the last class, we had learned some two of the small items of Introduction to Partnership that have a good chance of coming in your exam. That was treatment of interest on partner's loan and rent payable to partner. So today we're going to do another small topic on this chapter, which is guarantee of profit. What happens when a new partner comes into a firm? The new partner says that the new partner hesitates while investing capital into the firm. So the other partners say to him, they say that we'll do one thing, we'll give you a minimum guaranteed profit. Then the new partner asks, what is this? He says that whatever profit the firm earns, irrespective of that, you'll get your share, but you'll get a minimum of some amount. For example, if there are three partners and all three of them are sharing profits equally, okay, and suppose the profit is 1,50,000. Okay, so C is the new partner here and A and B are existing partners. So A and B say to C that suppose if the firm earns a profit of 1,50,000, your minimum guaranteed profit is 30,000. Means irrespective of the fact of what profit the firm has earned, irrespective of that fact, they say that you will get a minimum profit of 30,000, minimum guaranteed profit of 30,000. Whatever profit the firm earns, you will get a minimum of 30,000 for sure. How? Now how will he get the minimum profit? Suppose the firm earns a profit of 1,50,000. Now the firm earns a profit, the profits are to be distributed equally, so each of the partner will get 50,000. 50,000. So here C is getting 50,000. That is more than his guaranteed profit 30,000. So no problem. Now what if the profit is not 1,50,000? The profit is much less than that. What if the profit is 60,000? What if the total profit of the firm is 60,000? Then if this profit is to be distributed equally among all the partners, then A will get 20,000, B will get 20,000 and C will get 20,000. Now what happened? Now C was guaranteed a minimum profit of 30,000 and here he is getting how much? Only 20,000. So the other partners will sacrifice their profit to pay to C. This is the whole game. Okay, so if C does not get his minimum guaranteed profit, then the other partners, the other existing partners, shall sacrifice their profit to contribute to C's profit to make it a minimum of 30,000. Very simple concept. Now there are two methods of this one. First one is guaranteed by a firm, means guaranteed by all the other partners, and second guaranteed by a partner, means guaranteed by a single partner. Suppose the profit of C is guaranteed by B, so means it is guaranteed by a single partner. It means that only B will sacrifice his profit to make it up to C's minimum profit. Or if A has given a personal guarantee to C that whatever is the profit of the firm, I'll give you 30,000 of minimum profit, then A will sacrifice part of his profit to pay to C. If it is guaranteed by a firm, then both of them will sacrifice their profit equally to pay to C. Now whether if the profits are to be in case of part A guaranteed by a firm, whether they will sacrifice their part equally or in the ratio, it will be given in the sums. How? Suppose if they are to be sacrificed their part equally. Now C has already earned 20,000. To earn a minimum profit, C needs more 10,000. So if A and B are to be are to sacrifice their profit to pay to C, then they'll sacrifice how much? 5,000. 5,000. So C will get 30,000 and their profit will become 15k and 15k. Okay, simple. This was equal distribution. A and B have sacrificed equally for the sake of C. If they say that C is to get a minimum guaranteed profit and A and B will sacrifice it in the ratio of say 2 is to 3. Yes, 2 is to 3. 2 is to 3. Mean A and B will sacrifice in the ratio of 2 is to 3. A will sacrifice 2 part and 3 will sacrifice 3 part. So now how we'll do it? So C needs 10. So let's rub it all out. This one. So C needs 10,000, right? Now this 10,000 is to be sacrificed by A and B in the ratio of 2 is to 3. So 10,000 divided by 5 into 2, 4,000. So A will sacrifice 4,000 and 10,000 divided by 5 into 3, 6,000. B will sacrifice 6,000 and C will get 10,000. So the profit of A is 16k, the profit of B is 14k and the profit of C is 30k. Very simple concept, not very hard to understand. Okay. So this illustration, acha, you can copy down these steps. I have explained the same thing. Acha, if the profit is more, suppose if the profit is 1,50,000 and C is getting 50,000, means more than minimum guaranteed profit, then no problem. Then you will not have to do anything else. The sums will end over here. But if the profit of the firm is less and the partner is not getting minimum guaranteed profit, then you have to perform the further steps. And these are the steps. Copy this in your copy because written practice is better than hearing or visual practice. Okay, so this is an example. A and B are partners sharing profit and losses into 2 is to 2 is to 1. They admitted C as a partner for 1/5 share with a guaranteed profit. Okay, 1/5 means C is already getting 1/5, so ignore this line. C will get a minimum guaranteed profit. Okay, so C will get a minimum guaranteed profit of 30,000. During the year 19, the profit earned was 1,40,000. Show the distribution of profit among A and B and C. So first we'll calculate the normal profit. In my example, the profit was to be distributed equally, but here the profit is to be distributed in the ratio of 2 is to 2 is to 1. So the total profit is 1,40,000. Normal profit. So normal profit means this one, the first step, or this one, you may say this one, the first step. So the normal profit is 56,000. How? 1,40,000 divided by 5 into 2. A's share 2 is to 2 is to 1, right? So 2 plus 2 4, 4 plus 1 5. So the total profit share is 5. So 1,40,000 into 2 by 5. This is A's share of profit. B's share of profit is equal to same, and C's share of profit is equal to 1,40,000 into 1 by 5 or divided by 5. So it comes to 28,000 and these two comes to 56,000. Okay, so this is the normal share of profit. normal profit. Now C was guaranteed a minimum profit of 30,000, and look at the profit of C, 28,000. Now what will happen? Now B and C will A and B will sacrifice their part equally to give it to C. It's better if you copy in this form: normal profit A, B, C. So the normal profit is 56,000, 56,000, 28,000. Don't copy it from Word, copy it from here. This is how the sum should be done. So the minimum guaranteed profit is 30,000, right? So guaranteed profit is equal to, so C will get 2,000 more. So I wrote here 2,000. They won't get anything. Now sacrifice. Sacrifice by whom? Sacrifice by A is to A and B. Now the A and B will sacrifice equally. Why? Because the profit sharing ratio was 2 is to 2 is to 1. So if you see, the profit sharing ratio between A and B is 2 is to 2, which is equal. So they'll sacrifice their part also equally. So they'll sacrifice 1,000 from here and 1,000 from here. So ultimately their profit is 55,000, 55,000, and his profit becomes 30,000. Done. This was the whole sums. Means if it comes in a big sum, then it's just a part of the sum, but it can also come for 4 marks, where they just tell you that C has got a minimum guaranteed profit of 30,000. Calculate the profit of the rest of the partners. So this was the sum. It's better if you don't copy it from here, you copy it from the notepad that I just wrote it. In the second example, you can do it by yourself. It's nothing in it. They get a minimum, the profit is 1,60,000, and the normal profit becomes to 64 and 32,000. So C is getting the minimum profit of 30,000, so no further adjustments are to be made. This will be the final answer of profit to all the partners. Now the second step is that guarantee of profit by a partner to another partner. This is easier. In the last example, we had to sacrifice from both the partners, but in this example, only one partner will sacrifice. Okay, copy the steps and let's go to the example. A, B, C, 2 is to 2 is to 1, same profit, minimum guarantee 30,000, same, total profit earned was 1,40,000. So let's do it again. 2 is to 2 is to 1, A, B, C. Here, however, here you won't need profit sharing ratio, but still I wrote it. So normal profit is 1,40,000 was the profit. So 1,40,000 divided by 5 is equal to 28,000 to C, 56,000 to B, and 56,000 to A. Okay, now who has guaranteed the profit of B? Sorry, C. Who has guaranteed the profit of C? B has given personal guarantee that profit of C will not be less than 30,000. So B has given this personal guarantee, therefore sacrifice will be made by B only, not A. Since B is the one to give personal guarantee, so guaranteed profit nothing 2,000. Because in order to make 28,000 into 30,000, you'll have to add 2,000, and sacrificed profit 2,000. Done. His profit remains 56,000, his profit becomes 54,000, and his profit becomes 30,000. Very easy. Please don't tell me this is tough or you haven't understood. Although you can feel free to ask me if you haven't understood. If I have made it confusing and all, I don't have any problem. For queries, you can ask me anytime. So the new profit is 56,000. 54,000 and 30,000. The next example, okay, there's no more examples. So let's discuss the previous homeworks. So I hope you have understood this. Now we'll go to the previous homework. Okay, this was the sum given in the last class. I had shown a part of this sums, and this is the sums. Many of you are not getting correct answers. I'm having to reply to each one of you individually, and that becomes a little hectic. So I'll give the answers on the next day itself. So this is the answer for the problem given in the last class. Look at it carefully, and if you don't understand anything, although I explained it, interest on capital X and Y will get 6,000, 5,000, and Z will not get anything. Why? Because Z has a debit capital over here, and you don't provide interest on debit capital, you provide interest on credit capital. So the partners remuneration was also explained. This one was 99 net profit, 10% on net profit, and this one was 10% on distributable profit, right? 10% on, oh no, 10% on net profit after charging point B. So 99,000 minus 9,900 is equal to 89,100 into 10%, 8,910. So the share of profit comes to this, and the share of the profits are to be shared equally. Please copy this. Coming to the class before that, this was the problem that was given for homework, right? And I believe many of you are unable to do this because this was a pretty long sum. So if this sums came, if you are able to do this sums, means you have understood this profit and loss appropriation account very nicely. Although if you haven't got it right, still you have understood it nicely, but still. Okay, so this was the sum, and this is the solution for that. Partners capital was sorry, interest on capital, capital was introduced, so therefore there are two interests. Salary, acha, salary, 6,000, 9,000 salary, and 15,000 commission has been added, 30,000. Why? Because in the sums it was given that Y is entitled to receive commission 10% on distributable profit. So 10% on distributable profit means what amount? Look here, 124,685 plus 940 comes to 125,625, right? Now 125,625 minus 20,000 minus 15,625 minus 30,000. Yes, so we'll add all the credit sides, and then we'll subtract the debit sides, this one, this one, and this one, because it says, what does it say? Entitled to receive commission on distributable profit. So we'll deduct everything except this, because this is to be calculated. So 124,685 plus 940 minus 20,000 minus 15,625 minus 30,000 comes to 60,000, and Y's commission will be 10% of 60,000, 6,000, and to distributable profit will be 54,000. Now the distributable profit, it says that profits are to be shared in the ratio of 2:3 up to 50,000. Means up to 50,000 the profit will be shared in the ratio of 2:3, and above 50,000 the profit will be shared equally. So see, up to 50,000, so 50,000 divided by 5 into 2, so X gets 20,000, Y gets 30,000. Now above 50,000, what happens? Above 50,000 there's only 4,000, right? So the 4,000 is distributed equally. So this was the only catch in the sums, this one part. The rest of it was easy. Now many of you are not sending me capital account. Why you taking it lightly, I don't know, but please make the capital accounts. Observe this capital account and copy it in your copy. Now the next homework was this one, and I have given the profit over here. This was quite an easy sum, so I haven't done the full sums. This is the answer. Distributed profit is this, and Amal and Anil will get this share of profit. If you have any other queries or problem, don't hesitate to ask me at, sorry, this email. And that will be all for today. See you in the next class. Thank you.